What is up, viewers? Back here, and we are here in the third episode of our Be a GM mode with the Vancouver Canucks. Now, we are right before the trade deadline, and I want to make a lot of trades. Right now, our record is fairly decent, 32, 26, and 3. And really, if we take a look at the team that we have, we're 3 points out of a playoff spot, and we have an aging core. We got the Sedins and Edler and Burrows. These guys are the older guys who need to win now, but we also have these younger players who need to develop. So I figure that the trades we make now, I said this at the beginning. I said that once we get to the trade deadline, if we're in a position where we can actually contend, I want to make some moves that will impact the now, but not make our future worse. So I already scouted some trades that we could make in order to make this team better now without detrimenting our future. So right away what we notice is we got ourselves $10 million in cap space, and we also have 37 contracts, which means immediately, right off the bat, we can go for some free agents. Now, the free agents I'd like to go for right here, James Wisniewski and Alexander Semin. I want Wisniewski because he's the highest overall defenseman available, and if we snag him up for 2 years instead of 1, that 4.15 rating will go down a little bit. Alexander Semin over here, I like him a lot because his puck skills, senses, and shot are all fantastic. He's got some great offensive categories in this game. So what we're going to do first is we're going to offer Wisniewski a contract down here at 2 years. So if things go wrong, we can trade him at the end of the season, so we don't have an expiring deal that's going to leave our team. So just to make sure he signs, we'll give him 3.9, and then Alexander Semin over here, we'll sign him to 2 years as well. We'll increase this a little bit, let's say 2.8, just to guarantee that he signs with us. Actually, you know what? Let's make it 3. I have a feeling that if it's a little bit lower, he would say, yeah, I want to win now, and I feel like this team is not in a position to do that. More money might change my mind, though, so we'll give them quite a bit of ways right here. So what we just did, we got ourselves a defenseman, and we got ourselves a forward, which means we have to trade a defenseman and a forward, preferably an NHL defenseman, and what better defenseman to trade than Lucas Sbisa, probably, like, one of the most hated Canucks, even though I don't think he really deserves it at this point. And then when it comes to forwards, we got ourselves 12 forwards already over here, but I want to trade away Derek Dorsett, because I would rather much have Semin on that fourth line instead of Dorsett. And the team that I want to trade to right now is the Florida Panthers, because they got some assets that they want to give up. And preferably, this big asset right here that I want to get is Jaromir Jagr. So, Jagr and Sbisa and Dorsett. What I'll also do, because this won't go through by itself, I will add on a 3rd round pick. Now, this is okay, because we already have a lot of draft picks. It's usually, like, we can just get rid of these left and right. So I'll trade the Pittsburgh 3rd, and then because that value was a little bit more on our side, I'll try to get ourselves a 6th and maybe a 7th as well. Alright, let's just see right here. The 7th... Okay, so Lucas Sbisa, Derek Dorsett, and a 3rd for Jagr, a 6th, and a 7th. Will this go through? This will not go through. They will have to put Logan Shaw on waivers. Okay, so what we'll do here, let's see if we can just get rid of that pick over there. Will this go through? Okay, no. They'll have to put Shaw on waivers. Let's just see. Maybe if we, which one is the lowest trade? Derek Dorsett, there we go. Sbisa and a 3rd for Jagr and a 6. Will this go through? Okay, this will go through right here. Okay, so Jaromir Jagr is now a Vancouver Canuck. That means that we have ourselves a bit too many forwards. What we can do right here is I'd also like to trade away another forward from the Vancouver Canucks. Originally, I had it planned so that Derek Dorsett would be involved with that trade, but it turns out that that's not happening. So, right now, Sedin Eriksson, Horvat, Sutter, and Jannik Hansen. This is the guy I want to trade because he's got a lot of value. So the teams that I want to trade this player for, let's just look at the the standings and stuff right now. I want to look at the standings because I want to see which teams are last. Because if we're gonna go all in this year, we're gonna try to win that Stanley Cup, we need to not impact the future. And really, in order to not impact the future, we need to get ourselves a high draft pick. So look at the teams over here. Carolina, Arizona, New York, Columbus. Alright, so Carolina, Arizona, New York, and Columbus. I'm pretty sure that's right. So, we'll take a look at the assets that we got. Carolina, Arizona, New York Islanders, and Columbus. So, Arizona, they want to give up the 2018 first, so nah, that's no good. Carolina, they don't want to give up any picks. Columbus, they want to give up their 2017 first. And I'm pretty sure that the Islanders don't want to give up a pick either. No, they don't. So really, the only asset here, or the only team that would be willing to give us a high draft pick this year is the Columbus Blue Jackets. And what we got over here is a really high trade value, or a really high valued first round pick. And in order to get the first round pick, we're going to have to give up a first as well. There's no way this is not going to go through. This is going to go through without a first. So the New York Rangers first, for the Columbus Blue Jackets first, but we'll also add on Jannik Hansen to sweeten up the deal a little bit. Because maybe, this will, Hansen's got some trade value, but I'd much rather have him playing somewhere where he will be used rather than on here, because we're gonna fill out our team with forwards and stuff. So I'd also like to add on one more player and 2 more picks. So if we look at our rookie skaters, we got ourselves some skaters who have some low potential but some high trade value. Rodrigo Abals is one of these players, an AHL top 6 green. So that means that he's got 4 stars is top 6, 3.5 is top 9, 3 is bottom 6. So he's like a 2.5 star green player, which is really not that good. I'd also like to add on our our Vancouver 3rd round pick, as well as our Colorado 3rd round pick. And there's a reason for this. There's a reason why I want to add these picks on. It's because I also want to get ourselves a prospect from Columbus. And that prospect is one who actually has potential. And that prospect is Vitaly Abramov. If I can find him. Okay, yeah, here we go. Vitaly Abramov is a top 6 low, so definitely an upgrade over Rodrigo Abals. And since we got ourselves this trade value over here, we can also add ourselves a 6th, a 7th, and maybe a 4th. So, let's start out with the 4th round pick for Columbus. Here we go, a 4th, and then a 6th and a 7th. Here's the 6th, and then the 7th. Okay, come on. There we go. Here's the 7th round pick. So, a 2017 first from New York, Jannik Hansen, Rodrigo Abals, and our 3rd and Colorado's 3rd for Columbus's high-valued 1st round pick, Vitaly Abramov, and Columbus's 4th, 6th, and 7th round picks. This is not going to go through. So, what we need to do here is sweeten the deal a little bit. Maybe instead of getting it like this, maybe we can remove the 7th, maybe this will go through? No, it won't. Okay, just the 4th, okay. This is a little bit into their favor, so you know what? It takes one to know one, so let's add the 7th and the 6th. Then if this doesn't go through, we'll just try for the 7th. This will go through right here, a 7th and a 6th. And yeah, we got ourselves a 1st round pick that's really darn good now. So we got ourselves 3 1st round picks, that stays the same, but one of them is probably going to be a top 5 pick. So, what we got on our team, if we include Alexander Semin, is Sedin Eriksson, Jagr, Horvat, and let's say Berchi. And then Sutter, Edom, and Virtanen, then Burrows, Granlund, and Semin. So that's much better, especially with Jagr in that top 6. I like Jagr and Semin much more than Dorsett and Hansen, even though Hansen is technically rated higher than Semin. For our defensive core, Edler, Goodbranson, Tanev, Hutton, then Wisniewski, and Trampkin. So that is a defensive core that I like, because Wisniewski brings that veteran presence, and really, when it comes to players that we can trade, I think we can actually trade Dorsett, because we got ourselves, like, this guy over here who's, he's not really, what is the word, like, he's not going to be used anywhere, so let's see if we can trade him back to, like, New York or something. Yeah, here we go, the Rangers, 45 contracts, so they'll be alright with giving him up, and let's see if we can get a young prospect for him. If it doesn't go through, then we could always just add on some trade value. This guy right here, what's his name? Tarmo Runanen. So, he's at medium top 6, and they want to give him up. This will not go through on its own, so we might have to give them some of our prospects too, that don't have that potential. Cole Candela, sure, and then maybe throw in another pick just to be sure, because we got a lot of picks in this draft. And you know what, Mike Zalewski, let's do that as well. Actually, nah, that'll deteriorate the Utica Comet, so rather than doing that, let's just give away some of the picks that we got, because we got a lot of them. We got a lot of draft picks. You know what? Vancouver's pick, yeah, sure. And then let's just try another 7th. Okay, here we go. So 2 7ths, Cole Candela and Dorsett for this guy. Will this go through? No, it won't. Okay. Low-key, I really want this guy. Actually, you know what? If I wanted this guy, I'll look through. Let's look through a little bit of these teams. See who's got potential and who is rated low. So, if we sort by over here, Andre Padan's over there. Ottawa. Let's see who Ottawa has. Alright, so they got some top 9s. Logan Brown is a top 6. That's decent. Philadelphia's got some good defensemen. Yeah, Provorov, Moran, and Sandheim. Man, these guys are gonna be good. And, you know what, really, I think we could be done. I want to get Dorsett out of here for, like, a pick or something. So, Daniel Sprong, man, I'd love to get Sprong. But, I don't think there's any prospects that are on, that we can just send off one for Dorsett. Rudolph Balkers, maybe, but, I'm not too sure. Let's see, a team that is, like, a champion, here we go. Washington, do they have any good prospects? Riat, maybe? Nah. I'll just try to go for, like, a pick or something, and then get Dorsett out of here. Whoa, okay, yeah. Alright, so a 4th, let's just see, a 4th for Dorsett. Will this go through? Because we're not going to use Dorsett in our team, very much. So, let's go down here. Derek Dorsett for a 4th round pick. Will this go through? No, it won't. Okay. Dorsett, and let's just say a 7th. Let's give them a 7th. Alright, here we go. 7th round pick. Wow, that's not going through. Okay, forget that. I don't think it looks like Dorsett is going anywhere. Let's just see what we got. I don't want to, like, I want to, maybe see if we can sign another free agent or two. So what I want to do is just look through the pool and look at the players we have, because we have ourselves on that bottom line Burrows, Granlund, and Virtanen. So actually no, it's Granlund, and we're gonna have Semin over here somewhere. I would like another top 6, middle 6 forward to go along with these lines, just to really solidify our team, but that would be a little bit hard to come by, especially since we're trying to make trades and signings that won't affect the future of our team. Notice everything that we've traded away is like lower picks, and then prospects who don't have any potential, like Rodrigo Abols. So yeah, we did get some good prospects back, like Vitaly Abramov. He's pretty darn good. Looking back at the free agent list, though, Medvedev, Toulouse, Booth, if I want to, we might have to go through the trading block and just see, what middle 6 forwards are available. So I would like to scan through this, because I feel like they would really be able to help our teams. So Pronger, Datsuk, he's got some low potential. Pavel Datsuk, maybe. Just Chara, maybe. Then Gianta, no, he's way too low. None of these guys, nope. Oh, Patrick Sharp, maybe. His trade value is a little bit too high. Ference, nah. Thornton, nah. Spencer Watson, Gregoire. P.A. Parento is 33 years old, and he doesn't have that much trade value. I'm thinking about Parento. No, not screw Miller. I'm thinking about Parento or Datsuk. But really, Datsuk, he would just take up another center position on our team. So if we look through okay, Dennis Seidenberg, but he's 35 years old. I would like to go for P.A. Parento, but he's got 1 year left. So if it's like a failed year here in Vancouver, he'll just walk. You know what? I think we're good for now. I think we've made some moves that will really make our team improve for this upcoming, I want to say quote-unquote playoff run. Let's just sim a day or two so we can get Semin and Wisniewski signed. Semin is there. Oh my goodness, Wisniewski rejected. Okay, so let's stop the simulation. Okay, we won. Yes, we won 2 in a row. Good job, guys. Good job. Now, we can't really, sign any players right now. But we can if we go to the AHL team and we go to the trade and improve section. If you just switch the teams, you can do whatever you want. So, what we did before, we signed him for 3.8, I believe, for 2 years, and he did not want that. And he said more money might change my mind. So let's just say $4 million. Let's give him $4 million, and I think that'll be good enough. You see, I traded away Spiza and Hansen, and that freed up some cap space. Trading Dorsett would have freed up a little bit more cap space, but I can't seem to really get something for him right now. You know what? Let's just do something right here. We could make a trade. It's past the trade deadline. I'm just going to trade Derek Dorsett for a pick. This is what I wanted to do earlier, but it just didn't work out with Washington, so I just didn't find the right team to trade him to. That's all. That's all. Okay, so Derek Dorsett right here. Anaheim, they want him, and they probably want to give up some picks too. So let's get a fourth. They have 3 picks this year. Oh my goodness. Rejected. Are you serious? Okay then. We'll add a 7th. Just so they're not losing a number of their whatever. A 4th. And let's just say, no, they got nothing else that I want. Okay, there we go. Dorsett is gone, and that means that we got some more roster space available. So, if we simulate one more day, I want to simulate one more day, see what James Wisniewski says. Look at our farm team, 1931 and 4, was it? That is really bad. Okay, let's just see what we got over here. Simulate to the next day. And, okay, we got this game against LA. We're on a 2-game winning streak. And Wisniewski accepted the offer. There we go! 5-0 shutout against the Kings. Boom! That's how you do it, guys. That's how you do it. And we are now in a playoff spot. This is what I was talking about. We did that without Wisniewski. We did that without Wisniewski, and we had that with Jordan Subban in our lineup. Jordan Subban is in our lineup, and, we do that. That's what happens when we get Jagr on the team. That's what happens. We get ourselves some good results. This is why I wanted Datsuk as well, but then I noticed, our centers would really not develop that well if Datsuk was the second line center. Imagine Horvat and Sutter on the 3rd and 4th lines. Oh god. Okay, let's go over here to the manage rosters section of the game. We'll change up the rosters over here, and then let's just see here. Alright, goalies. That's good. Defensemen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll swap out Subban, bring in Wisniewski. Now, forwards. We got to bring up, somebody. Actually, no, they're already here. Okay. We're sending somebody down, is it? Okay, no, it's just 1 for 1 right here. So, Semin, there we go. We got ourselves these lines. And then the edit lines, let's see what we got. So, Sedin, Jagr. Eriksson, Horvat, Semin, Edam, Berchi, Sutter, Burrows, Granlund, Virtanen. See, this looks much better. I like having the 87 on the second line down there. Jagr, well, a sniper playing with both Sedins. Oh, man. That's just dirty. Dirty, dirty, dirty. So, Jagr, he's at 52 points, and Eriksson is at 49, so they're pretty equal. Semin, he's at 0-0, that's expected, he's here. Hutton and Tanev are, wow, Hutton grew to overtake Edler. I still want Hutton down there. Or, you know what, we can do it like this, yeah. This is fine, but Wisniewski, he's a two-way defender. I want him on the penalty kill, actually. Actually, no. You know what, this is really good, I like this. We'll have Wisniewski on the power play then, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, we'll have him down here. Henrik, Daniel, Jagr. Jagr can be on that left side, for sure. I want Eriksson up there, though. Eriksson, Edler, Jagr. I like this power play, guys. I really like this power play. Hutton, yeah, you can swap out there. Wisniewski, swap out over there. Semin, nah, we're getting you on the other side, buddy. And then over here, let's see. We'll get Brandon Sutter in. I want Brandon Sutter to play on the power play right here. Because I like his offensive stats. We could have Virtanen in, which is like how we had it earlier, but we need to give Wisniewski some of this power play time. So yeah, and I like having the Sedins and Eriksson on the same line. The game says Sedin, Jagr. I would have loved to keep it as Sedin, Eriksson, but Sedin, Jagr, that just blows it out of the water. So that's the team we got right now. I like it. I like the team. We'll simulate up until the end of this season in this video, so we can see if we make the playoffs or not. I'm pretty sure that we'll be in a position where we can make the playoffs, because we've won a few games in a row here. I just jinxed myself tremendously, but let's just keep on going, because we got a month left of hockey. Alright, so coming off of a 3-game win streak, it's now 6-5, and we get a shootout loss, so that's 1 point. That's good for us, guys. Against the New York Islanders, a 2-1 regulation loss. Okay, we're coming downhill a little bit. Coming down, and against Pittsburgh, a 5-2 win. There we go, boys. This is us getting our chemistry together. There we go. In the shootout against Boston, we're almost at 40. We're almost at 40 wins. There's a 5-3 loss. Oh, boy. Regulation loss again. Against Edmonton, it looks like a 3-1 win. That's pretty good, guys. I'm happy with that. See, this is what I'm talking about. Ever since that Detroit game, where 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 3, and 1. 9, 3, and 1. There. This is great, guys. This is great. 10, 3, and 1. 11, 3, and 1. This is what I was talking about. These moves. We've made these moves, and now 1-0 shutout win over the Kings. Good job, Vancouver. We are gonna be locked in, for sure. We're at 92 points right now, with 5 games remaining. I'd be surprised if we're not in the spot. We are tied for first in the Pacific. This is what I was saying, guys. This is what I was saying. And we still got ourselves Columbus's draft pick. Jagr there, 65 points. Hot dang. Okay. So, looking at it, of course, we're not first in the league, but we're 6th in the league, which is pretty gosh darn good. Going down here, the Columbus Blue Jackets are in third last. They're in third last with 72 points, and we have their first round draft pick. So it looks like we're going to get a high pick, but also finish with a really good result. And this is why I love just doing the strategy that I'm playing right here. Take up all the assets that won't amount to anything and get rid of them. Get assets for the future and assets for the now. Use the free agency. Use all the cap space that you can use. Free up cap space. Take in players that are good and make your team solid again. We're tied for first in the Pacific. No one thought we would be here. Vancouver is on their way to the playoffs because our Pacific Division, it's pretty gosh darn tight right now, but it's looking like it's Vancouver's to lose. So simming to the next game right here against the San Jose Sharks, who we're tied with. Okay. Hold a team meeting. Our chemistry is at 81. Look at those rankings though. 92 offense, 94 defense. That's great. That is great. I am proud of it too. I agree, Bo Horvat. His morale dropped? Are you serious? That's a thing now? Okay, let's go to demanding. Let's see if that works. Oh, man, he dropped too. Okay, we should be proud of this accomplishment. Everyone dropped. Okay, the second one isn't always the best one anymore. I should have experimented with that a little bit more. Play the next game. All right. Sim the AHL game. Let's just sim this game right here because this is what's going to determine if we're going to be first or second. And it looks like, look at this team. Henrik, Berchi, Daniel, and then Hutton. This is a good team, guys. This is a good team, and I'm liking this. I'm really liking this. I'm just real adoring this team right now. All right, so I think we've gotten to the point where we can just say, let's sim up until the end of the season because we are that confident right now. We've got ourselves a 4-game win streak, and it's probably 5 or 6 or something. I don't know. I wasn't keeping track. We're just winning games here. We're winning games. A lot of games, and it's great. It's fantastic to see. We might break 100. We might just break 100 points. We did it. We broke 100 points. Ending the season, 7-3 win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We ended the season with a 10-game win streak. That's amazing. A 10-game win streak ever since the trade deadline. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4-0-1, 4-1-1, 5-1-1, 6-1-1, 6-2-1, 7-2-1, 7-3-1, then 17-3-1. 17-3-1 since before the trade deadline. Just look at the direction this team is going in. We got ourselves an old team with some vets, but we clinched the freaking conference. That's amazing. 75 points for Henrik Sedin. That's great, guys. That's great. We should be so proud of ourselves. 102 points. 4th in the league. 4th in the NHL. And from a season where, in the beginning, we were, halfway there. We were, 16th. Made some moves. We jumped all the way up. And the Columbus Blue Jackets are down there at 28th. And we got their first-round draft pick. We're still gonna get a good draft pick, guys. This is what I'm saying. Build for the future. Expand for the now. Henrik Sedin, 75 points. Jagr, 73. Daniel, 70. Eriksson, he dropped because he was demoted to that second line. 60 points. Sutter with 50, 48. Burrows with 43. 43 points from Burrows. Oh, God. How the hell did that happen? 43 points for Alex Burrows? Are you kidding? A 4th liner gets 43 points? Is the old Burrows back? This is the same Burrows from this era. This Burrows from, 8 years ago. Jesus. Burrows with 43. Berchi gets 39. Horvat with 38. So these guys, they really had some good years. Hutton gets 34. Virtanen is at 33. That's good. I like to see that. Edom as well. Granlund 30. Edler 23. Goodbranson is 18. Semin, so in the 19 games he played, he got 13 goals, 13 points, which is pretty good. Nikita Tramkin, 12, Tanev 8, Wisniewski 4, and Subban, you get nothing, sir. I'm sorry. But if we go to the rest of the league, let's see what we got here. Panarin and Kane, oh man, leading the league. Panarin 109, Kane 102. Sagan and Ben, Zuccarello and Stepan, Tarasenko and whoever his center is, it's not even here. Taves, Carlson, Perry, Crosby, Malkin, Getzlav, Carlson, John Carlson, Stamkos. Carlson got the same amount of points as Stamkos. Oh man, but Henrik Sedin is down here. You gotta be proud of that. Patrick Laine, oh my god. Okay. This is what I like. This is what I like to see. Alright, you know what? If we go to rookie skaters, we sorted out, we only had, Laine, 74, Matthews, 64. Who's gonna win the Calder, guys? Laine or Matthews? Or Puljujärvi? Or, Dylan Strome or something. Let's go to, goalies. Let's see who was the best goaltender in the league this year. So, if we wait for the game, alright, assists, yeah, I was about to say, Carey Price got a goal? No, he didn't get a goal. Alright, wins, Carey Price with 42, Lundqvist with 42, Anderson with, Markstrom was 4th in the league in wins! Jacob Markstrom! What a dominant team Vancouver was this year. It's great. Alright, so looking at it, it looks like Rinne is going to win the Vezina just from this. Like 208 over 219, Rinne is probably going to win. Then the save percentage, keeping it up. 933 for Reimer. Oh, man. Rinne is definitely going to win the Vezina. The Vezina and the Jennings goes to Pekka Rinne this year. Okay, so we got ourselves a good Vancouver team that has built themselves back up. We are first in the conference after, like, GM Jack Fearless takes over, gets rid of Benning's plan, and we still build for the future. We got Vitaly Abramov. We got ourselves a top 6 pick in this year's draft, and we didn't do it, or we didn't get this far by sacrificing our assets now, because we are first in the conference. The playoffs are coming next, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're a Posting down to Troll Psych, Gaming, and bye.